you're saying that your perspective is that Spence may get caught from a counter punch that he may not see coming. Is that what you're saying?
It's either a shot between a combination he's gonna catch, or I think if he doubles over multiple times like he did with those shots, Ugas is not skilled enough to really throw that hook and then that same hand uppercut. And I know Bud is. I know Bud can throw that. You know what I mean? So I feel like
Okay.
that's a way right there. And that leads me to concern.
Got you. The link is in the chat for any Spence fan, because we know Band Up made a few points here from the perspective of a Terence Crawford fan, but the link is in the chat. I don't have my iPad with me at this moment, because if I did, I would try to pin it to the top, so y'all got to bear with me. But if you are an Errol Spence fan representing the Truth Speaks or the Truth Hurts segment, the link is in the chat. Come on up. I would love for you to give your perspective, because we heard Band Up's perspective, and now we need the perspective of a Errol Spence Jr. fan. With that being said, Band Up, you talked about Crawford's offense. All those fights that you said you watched last night, including the Amir Khan fight, how would you rate Crawford's defense?
I would rate his defense good out of a scale of 1 to 10, because I know how you like to get down.
Yeah, scale of 1 to 10. Yeah, scale of 1 to 10.
I would say Crawford's defense. I would say Crawford's defense is a solid 8 or 8. Yeah, I'm gonna say 8, because I only see him. I don't really see him making mistakes unless he's doing something to make that mistake. I haven't seen those fights. I really don't see nobody making him make a mistake, if per se.
You saw that Mean Machine fight.
Well, hold up. I'm gonna eat my words. The first time Porter caught him,
he made him get you out of there.
Hold up. I remember the fights that I watched. I remember the fights that I watched last night, and I remember Porter. Hold up. Porter did catch him in that. He caught him. You know what I mean? He trapped him into that. But I don't see really fighters making him make a mistake like that. Like forcing him to make. You're gonna have to. It's like you gotta force him, or he's gonna have to do something that, you know what I mean. Like he tried to say. I heard him after the fights. Or I try to please the crowd. Try to give the crowd what they wanted. You can't. You can't always do that.
Well, he better not try to do that with Errol Spence. That'll cost him. You saw the Mean Machine fight again last night, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that when Mean Machine hit him on the inside, when they did that small little exchange, you think that was a knockdown? You think Terence Crawford got knocked down or no?
All right, so my thoughts on that one. The very first time I seen it, I thought he pushed him, right? Then I rewinded it, and I looked at it, and he was flat-footed. You know what I mean? I'm a server. You know what I mean? I know how to move through a restaurant. You don't fall flat-footed. You know what I mean? A slip is if you misstep. And then I listened to him at the end. He said he pushed him too. So I'm like, all right. But at the same time, your feet were flat-footed at the same time. They didn't call that a knockdown. Even, you know what I mean, Tim Bradley and Andre Ward, and you know what I mean, I was actually, you know what I mean, that, be going for Crawford, or, giving them, you know what I mean, a critique or whatever you want to call it. They even said it was a knockdown. So I got to hand it to him. Hey, I'm not going to be the only person out here. You know what I mean? If I got 5 fingers pointing back at me telling me, yeah, that was a knockdown, and you guys are professionals, that was a knockdown. And from my own 2 eyes, if I see he was flat-footed, so that's why I said I feel like he make a mistake. And he was kind of quick to defend it too. Crawford said, yeah, but you see what happened? I stood up and I came right back to him. Yeah, to prove a point. You won an overall fight.
Okay, I want to make sure that you didn't lose anyone in translation. So is that a yes? Is that a yes or no?
Oh, yeah. I believe that was an unofficial knockdown.